Moving closer to kickoff now here in the Irish capital of Dublin. Straight ahead, a good one in store this afternoon. It's the Minnesota Vikings and the Pittsburgh Steelers. Mike Tirico along with Greg Olson. Will Reichert will get this one started. Should be a fun one. Off we go on EA Sports. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. Well, here come the Steelers, and that's the sight that looks odd, but people were looking to see after keeping us waiting all spring. Year 21 in the league for Aaron Rodgers, his first as the Steelers quarterback.
You know, it's funny how time flies, Mike, and we won't call him old. We'll just call him experienced. And here's a guy who's been doing this for a really long time at a high level, and he's going to hope that some of that experience works in his favor today. And when he plays well, this is proving to be a really hard team to beat.
This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up second down. DK Metcalf was the intended target. And it'll lead to a second down. Off the play fake, Rodgers. He's going to let this one go deep. And he will take this one in. 73 yards. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Fireworks right out of the gate here, Greg. It only takes 2 plays to put 6 on the board, and they do it with a big touchdown.
Mike, each week when we talk to teams, they emphasize how important it is to get off to a fast start. Well, this team, they took it to a new level. Second play of the game, big touchdown, they strike first.
Chris Boswell on for the point after. He knocks it through, and the Steelers will take a 7-0 lead.
Steelers 7, Vikings 0.
Boswell now, following the touchdown, back out to kick this one off. Price now to return it. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. So the Vikings come out. Technically, it is year 2 for J.J. McCarthy, but really it's year 1. Did not play at all in the regular season last year with the knee injury. The former Michigan Wolverine, the quarterback of the Vikings.
Mike, when you put the film on of J.J. McCarthy, what really jumps off the screen is his ability to display footwork both inside and outside the pocket. And those movement throws, especially in today's NFL, they are so critical. On top of all that, he has a lot of trust in his arm. He's not afraid to attack tight windows. If he can continue to develop, continue to hone this obvious talent, he could really be a special player in this league.
From the 31, here is 2nd and 5. He'll run. This is Mason. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
There's very few defenses in today's NFL, Mike, that you can play the cornerback position and be unwilling to tackle. Those days are kind of over, so give credit to this guy. I mean, he identified run, he understood his leverage and gap fit, and he's able to bring him down for no gain.
To the air on third down is McCarthy. This one broken up. It's incomplete. Good job separating the receiver from the ball, and it is fourth down.
Remember what they told us, Mike, leading up to this game. They said it is so critical for us to find success, especially on third down. We want to maintain possession, extend these drives. Well, the first crack comes up, and they fail through the air, and we're going to have to regroup and be able to have better success throughout the remainder of this game.
The Steelers offense ready to possess the football for the second time. They had that lightning bolt to open the game. The long touchdown. They'll try to build on the lead now. This drive begins 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Rodgers. And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up second down.
And they got the look they were hoping for, one-on-one on the outside. He's just unable to hold on to it through contact, and I think that was a big opportunity missed.
They'll run. This is Jalen Warren. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
He sniffed that one out from the jump. I mean, once he diagnosed and knew where the ball was going, he got there in a hurry, and he put an end to that play really before it ever got started.
They come to the line needing 11 here on third down. From the shotgun, it's A-Rod. A throw on the move is caught. First grab for Metcalf. Good for the first down.
A gain of 12 yards. And the Steelers first down. 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
These third down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on third down.
First down for Aaron. There's a short one caught by Freiermuth. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot, but they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd and 7. Play action now with Rodgers. Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down. Andrew Van Ginkel gets him for a loss of 7. And now it's third down.
Watch the pursuit by this defensive end. The quarterback tries to escape the pocket, but he just keeps on chasing him, and he closes that ground in a hurry and brings him down for a big sack.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. From the gun, Rodgers. He'll air it out deep for Wilson. That one is batted away. Incomplete. No separation that time. Tightly defended. It brings up 4th down.
I like the fact that they took a shot on 3rd and long, right? A lot of offenses in that situation would be a little bit more conservative playing for the 4th down punt. They're trying to pick up a big chunk play through the air, but now that you can't connect, it all but guarantees you got to punt this ball away as it brings up 4th and a mile.
And not much doing there. They made sure he would not get free. The Vikings offense about ready to get going on their 2nd possession. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. They'll fake the give, and now it's McCarthy. Into the familiar hands of Justin Jefferson. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8.
These are the play calls, Mike, that offensive coordinators use to just get their quarterback and their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch, get the ball out of his hand, see a completion. These typically, as the game goes on, lead to bigger and bigger gains.
On play action, here's McCarthy. In trouble, and he's going to be taken down. The former All-Pro, Jalen Ramsey, coming off the corner blitz to bring him down.
And these are the type of splash plays that can have an impact, especially as the game goes on. So offensive line has to do a better job to make sure that they have this protection shored up and that this isn't a sign of things to come.
They're going to try to pick this up on 3rd and 8. From the shotgun, it's a throw for McCarthy. And that is incomplete. The intended receiver was Justin Jefferson. And now it's 4th down.
But I think it would be a bit of an understatement, Mike, to say that this offense has come out today a bit flat. They haven't picked up a single first down through the first 2 drives, and barring a really aggressive decision here, they'll have to wait till their 3rd series to see if they can make it happen.
And he'll be brought down, short return, and they'll take over there. The Steelers offense headed back to take over once more. They lead it here early 7-0 as they start with a 1st and 10. On that one, most of it coming after the catch. It's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 1 at the 39-yard line.
They'll get creative here on the jet sweep. And that one shut down almost immediately. Good pressure from the backside. Left him nowhere to go. And no gain.
So, Mike, this is a great example and a great moment to bring up why it's so important for these offenses to make everything look the same. Formationally, pre-snap movement. Because the second that motion looks like a jet motion and he's going to get the ball as opposed to a traditional motion, these defenses are so in tune with all those little differences. They know it's coming and not going to be a lot of gain.
Steelers, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 41.
We are through 1. It's the Steelers with the early lead. And EA Sports NFL Sunday returns after this. The Steelers with the football to begin the 2nd quarter. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. As we are ready to get back underway. They run with Warren. Took that one outside, waiting for that cutback lane, but it never developed. No gain on the count.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning 1st down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, 2nd and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
Rodgers. He finds, oh, he doesn't put it away, and the ball's out. The Vikings have got it.
So the biggest thing that stands out here, Mike, is the fact that the defense just continues to pursue to the ball. Every defense focuses on get as many hats to the ball carrier as possible, because if the guy in front of you, he misses the tackle or he falls down, you have to be there to make up for it. And the pursuit to the ball is not only how they're able to get him down, it's ultimately how they're able to take the ball away.
The Vikings offense getting their final instructions before heading back onto the field. They've got great starting position with a short field as they try to get back in this one. It is 1st and 10. A run. And here's Mason. Oh, and he takes a really good lick in the backfield. They were all over him defensively for that run.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
Throwing on second down is McCarthy. That's caught left side by Hawkinson. And they'll take this down inside the 35. First time these two have connected this afternoon, and it'll wind up being a first down.
And that's a nice grab for his first catch of the game, Mike. And he's someone that the play caller has told us he wants to get him early touches, get him a feel for the game. Nice job there making that happen.
And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment. Keeps this to a modest gain at best.
From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd and 9. On the ground is Mason. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. 14 on the pickup. It'll be a Vikings first down.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense.
He was seeking out the veteran Adam Thielen that time. And it'll be 2nd down. Working out of the shotgun, it is McCarthy. That's into the hands of Jordan Mason. And he'll take this one in. Jordan Mason, touchdown Vikings.
So often these defenses come into the game, Mike, and when they build their pass defense plan, there's tight ends, there's receivers, there's so many weapons that these offenses around the league have at their disposal. It can be easy sometimes to not account for the running back out of the backfield, and that's exactly what happened here. Easy throw, get it into the hands of one of the most dynamic guys on the field, and let them do the rest after the catch, and he takes it in for a touchdown.
Reichert good with the extra point, and the Vikings will level things out at 7 apiece. We're all time, 7 apiece, and the kick's away. This will be returned from the 2. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Steelers' offense getting things in order as they trot out for this next possession. They'll work in a tie game here in the 2nd quarter and get started with 1st and 10. It's Warren to start the drive. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe gets a yard out of that one. It's 2nd down.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and
9. To throw is Rodgers. I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a third down.
9 yards to go.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it, but I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
That'll be caught. It's Metcalf. That's his third catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
And the Steelers first down. First and 10 at
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes, and there is a lot of room to operate.
A first down throw from Rodgers. This one grabbed by Austin. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8.
Really nice timing on that slant route. You can tell the quarterback and the wide receiver are completely on the same page, and when executed at that level, it's virtually impossible to stop.
From just across the midfield stripe, here's second down and a yard. They send Freiermuth, the tight end, in motion. Rodgers going up top again. And he'll be brought down after a short pickup, but that is enough for a first down.
A gain of 3 yards. That's good for a Steelers first down.
2 minutes to play. First
10
half,
at the 46
all
yard
tied
line.
at 7. Greg and I back to Dublin. After this, they'll come up here, first and 10. They'll throw again. Here's Rodgers. And they're going to get to him and take him down, take him back to the other side of midfield.
It's second down.
Andrew Van Ginkel in there to drop him that time. It's a loss of 7.
This is a great reminder of why it's so important to have great offensive tackles. When you get beat so fast off the edge, the quarterback has nowhere to go in the pocket to escape, and that's what happens.
Work to do now as they come up on second and long. Throwing, Rodgers. Oh, this pass rush dialed in right now. They get him again. Javon Hargrave getting in for the sack. And that's going to lead to third and very long.
If there's any silver lining for this drive, Mike, it's the fact that at least this sack occurred on an early down. So I guess technically they have a chance to claw themselves out of this hole, but that's the third sack of the game. And this defense doesn't show any signs of slowing down.
Third and long for Rodgers. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a fourth down.
Little miscommunication there, now brings up third down. It just doesn't appear that the quarterback and the wide receiver were on the same page on that last pass.
Here's Corliss Waitman now. He's on for the second time. He'll try to get something inside the 10. And he didn't get the check he was hoping for in that one. That goes into the end zone, and it's a touchback. The Vikings offense going to get it one last time here late in the opening half. They'll do so with first and 10. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And this will wind up a Vikings first down as he gets this one up past the 30. So now a timeout for the Vikings. That is their first. And the stoppage comes with 23 seconds left on the first half clock. Line of scrimmage is the 31 as they line up first and 10. To throw, it's McCarthy. A short one taken by Hawkinson. He's taken down, but just shy of midfield. That's That's a second charge timeout for Minnesota. Clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
A couple of first downs, and the football's out to the 48-yard line as they come up 1st and 10. He'll get this over the middle to Jefferson. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. The Vikings go ahead and use their final timeout, and it'll come with 15 seconds to play in this first half. From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. Now McCarthy. Quick throw, taken in. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9.
10 more yards. Complete to Jalen Naylor.
So the two teams head for their respective locker rooms, and we head to Orlando. Scott Hansen has our halftime report. Scott.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Scott Hansen here with an abridged version of the halftime report. Both offenses still trying to find their way. Tight, competitive game, though, as we are tied at the half. To find out who will come out on top, let's rejoin our broadcast team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Scott, thank you. Back here on EA Sports as we count down to kickoff of this second half. A touchdown apiece, 7-7 the score as we begin half number 2. This taken in at the 8-yard line. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. The Vikings offense going to have the first crack at it as we begin this third quarter. We'll try to break out of this deadlock. We are all even at 7 as they start this drive, 1st and 10. Third quarter begins with a run. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard.
With the struggles they had running the ball in the first half, Mike, it makes sense that they're trying here early in the second to get this ball carrier going. But this last run's not going to do him any favors. Another rush, another loss of yards.
On second down, here's McCarthy. There's Jefferson. He'll be taken down after a gain of 9, and third down coming up.
It may not have moved the chains, but with what they were dealing with there on second down, that's a really nice pickup because now it opens up your play call sheet on third down where it's a little bit more manageable.
We'll try to pick this up with a jet sweep. This will not do the trick. They've stopped him behind the line. 4th down coming up.
Looking to create a little spark here on third down. They go to the jet sweep. It can tend to be a little bit of an all-or-nothing type play, and when the defense sniffs it out, you make yourself susceptible to a loss, just like we saw here.
It'll be a punt coming from the Vikings. A fair catch taken here, and it's going to come right at the 15-yard line. The Steelers offense trotting back out for their first involvement of this second half. A low-scoring game, all tied, third quarter, and a touchdown here could go a long way. See if they can get it on this drive. 1st and 10. On the ground with Warren. And he'll manage to break a tackle, get this forward for a couple and it's second down.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
From the shotgun, it's A-Rod. That is hot! And they are not going to catch up to him. He will score! 81 yards! Touchdown, Pittsburgh! A beautiful combination in the air there, the pass downfield, and bringing it the rest of the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And it's really just a great route, Mike, and then a beautiful throw. The accuracy of the throw is what allowed the receiver not only to secure the catch, but then be able to turn it up and finish the play and find himself in the end zone.
Boswell now for the extra point. The kick is good, and the Steelers will move out to a 14-7 lead.
Vikings 7.
Boswell now following the touchdown. Back out to kick this one off. Price now to return it. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. Out comes the Minnesota offensive unit as they get set to take over. They trail now 14-7 as they'll come up for 1st and 10. They'll begin here on the ground. And the struggles continue. He's dropped behind the line again.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. In motion, it's Jefferson. McCarthy to the air on 2nd down. They go sideline, and he stays in bounds. Got the feet down in time. It's a 1st down. It's a 1st down and a gain of 13.
Really nice throw there. The ability to throw the ball out on the perimeter. Yes, arm strength and all of that, but it's also timing. The timing of the route. When is that wide receiver coming out of his break to deliver that ball accurately as his head comes around? If the ball's thrown too early, the receiver's not ready. If the ball's thrown too late, that's when disaster strikes.
A big play and a much-needed one as well. It's a gain of 49.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone, and this is where you have to finish drives.
He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
Just a little slow developing on that screenplay there. It was pretty obvious to the entire defense exactly what was going on. Nobody was thinking pass. Nobody was getting back into their drops, and just nowhere for that back to go.
They face 2nd down and 7. Throwing again is McCarthy. And he's going to be dropped. They get to him back at the 15-yard line.
That last sack is exactly why defensive coaches preach over and over. Just play the next down. Just continue to make them snap the ball again. You're one big defensive play from changing everything about this drive, and what once looked like a promising drive, following that sack, looks a little bit different now.
So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. From the gun, here's McCarthy. zone and intercepted. Picked off by Joey Porter Jr.
And in these tight games, especially in the second half, Mike, these are the big moments that somebody needs to step up and make a play, and that's exactly what he's able to do here. Great read, great reaction, steps in front of that ball and ends up going the other way.
The Steelers offense and DK Metcalf getting set for their next possession. They lead by a touchdown as this drive begins with 1st and 10. From the gun, Rodgers. There's a short one caught by Freiermuth. He'll be out of bounds. That's a decent pickup of 5 on 1st down.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
Working out of the gun, it's Rodgers. To the sideline, and what a catch, and what a great job to keep the feet alive. Inbounds as good as you can do it.
Previous play is under review.
At issue, was he able to stay in bounds? The NFL rules, you're looking for either 2 feet or a body part that is not a hand to be down with possession of the ball. No bobbling. The ball not moving around. He has control, so that's what the referee is looking at here.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
So a smart decision on the defensive side to use the challenge here. This winds up as an incomplete pass. Here's a 3rd down and 4. Rodgers. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag comes in. That might make this a 1st down.
Automatic 1st down.
Keep it tight, defense.
They run on the jet sweep. And that one shut down right away. Good pressure on the backside. The defense stops him for no gain.
Well, that defense had that pegged from the jump, Mike. They tried to catch him a little off guard by doing a jet sweep to the wide receiver. There was no going anywhere on the outside. Great pursuit by the defense. No gain.
Now a 2nd down throw from Rodgers. We'll get back to Jalen Warren. And he's going to be out of bounds right around midfield. It's a pickup of 12. That's a Steeler 1st down.
1st and 10 at the
And what really
50-yard
stands out
line.
about this drive is the ability of the quarterback to really spread the ball around to multiple targets and put so much pressure on the defense, deciding who do they want to account for, because no matter who they try to take away, quarterback's doing a nice job of finding the open man.
So, 3 quarters now in the books. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. 4th quarter begins on the ground. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down.
At the 46-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Now Rodgers. And they're going to get to him and take him down. Taken back to the other side of midfield. Jonathan Grenard getting in to drop him. It's a loss of 6. And it's 3rd down.
Big-time opportune sack there by the defense. Mike, they're right on the cusp of field goal range. You can't allow this to become a two-possession ball game here in the fourth quarter. Massive third down coming up here. See if they can get off the field and get the ball back to their offense.
And he's out of bounds all the way inside the 15-yard line. A big one here in the fourth quarter. 38 yards.
Pretty easy to see why he continues to be a main focal point for this offense throughout the entire game. That play not only extends the drive, but now they find themselves in plus territory and hope to come away with some points.
Fighting for the goal line. They're going to stop him just short, but he has picked up the first down.
You know, there's all this talk, Mike, about the value of the run game in today's NFL. You know when the run game matters? It matters right now. Fourth quarter, you've got the lead. Can you lean on your running back and offensive line to close this game out?
On the ground, it's the tight end. And he's into the end zone. That might be the knockout punch. Touchdown, Steelers. Everything you want to do right there, Greg, in the fourth quarter. Get the ball with the lead and extend it to a two-score advantage.
Yeah, and I think this just might end up being too much to overcome. You said it. Once you get a two-score lead this late in the fourth quarter, there's just not enough possessions to be had to claw yourself back in it.
On for the extra point is Boswell. His kick is good, and the Steelers will take a 21-7 lead.
21, Vikings 7.
Boswell now following the touchdown. Back out to kick this one off. This one taken at the 7. And this will work out quite well. They'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. The Vikings offense ready to get back at it. They'll start out first down and 10. Start on the ground. Good physical run. It'll wind up as a gain of 5.
Yeah, so I think as you look back over the course of this game, it's really been the inability of this offense, Mike, to create any sort of balanced attack to get anything going. And whether you look at the rushing yards, whether you look at just the points scored, this offense has to find a way going forward to generate more big plays and more balance, both run and pass.
And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line. They get 18 on that one. First down, Minnesota.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late. Just take what the defense is giving you, and you can stay ahead of the chains and just take these easy pitch-and-catch throws underneath, hitch routes, quick game. Now it puts you in a lot more favorable down and distances to eventually attack this defense a little bit more downfield.
The pass rush gets home, and he goes down. Benton in for the sack. It's a loss of 9 and sets up third down.
Nice job bouncing back there on second down. First down, they gave up way too many yards and put them in second and short. But now they can gain some of that back with that sack and brings up third and medium, and the likelihood of getting off the field just went up.
And that ball out of reach toward the sideline. It'll be an incomplete.
I think he predetermined that third down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
A ball deep for the end zone. That's going to be incomplete. They felt compelled to go for it on 4th and long. That was a big ask, and the defense turns them away. The Steelers offense and DK Metcalf getting set for their next possession. They're going to be looking to possibly push this to a 3-score advantage. Work to do on this drive. 1st and 10. Now a give to Warren, running right. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all. So now a timeout for the Vikings. That is their first, and they'll get together prior to this 2nd down play. To throw, it's Rodgers. Catch made, right side by Wilson. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. That's a second charge timeout for Minnesota. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
This is Warren. The Vikings go ahead and use their final timeout, and they'll get together prior to this 2nd down play.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the Vikings 38-yard line.
Stay on the ground with Warren. And he'll get maybe about 4 yards out of that one. Playing close quickly. And here comes 3rd down.
And while that run wasn't anything really to write home about, what it allows them to do, Mike, is keep everything in the playbook at their disposal. 3rd and short, now it's up to these coaches to dial up their best short yardage play and extend this drive.
We'll try and run it here with Warren. And he's going to be taken down, and that will take us to the 2-minute warning. They're at the 17-yard line now for 1st and 10. Victory very much in sight now as they'll take a knee. Second and 11. Here's a handoff to Wallace. And he'll get this ahead. Gain of about 4. And it leads to 3rd down.
He's done a really nice job making the most of his touches. They've made it a priority. Let's use this ground game to try to wear down the defense. And right now it's one of the main reasons why they have the lead.
Victory formation here as he's down to a knee. So this one in the win column for the Steelers. And it was their defense that led the way as they pitched a shutout in the 2nd half. No points allowed, and they cruised to victory. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. The party just getting started. No place better to do that as we say so long from Dublin.